Hey everyone, in this lesson I'm going to explain DHCP. This video is just a short overview of what exactly DHCP is. So DHCP is one of those things we take for granted every day. If one day DHCP got up and left, well, we'd be pretty Okay, so first off, here are some points on DHCP. DHCP stands for Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. Its goal is to assign unique IP addresses to our hosts. It also provides other network addresses such as the subnet mask, the default gateway, and the DNS address. It comes in two flavors. It comes as a client and as a server. Alright, let's give you guys an example. Here's our network. We have two PCs, a switch, and a server. Note, the server could also actually be a router. For our computers to work over the network, they need an IP address. Not just any IP address. That address has to be unique on the network. Otherwise, data goes to host A when it should actually be going to host B. Host A doesn't know what the is going on, and the whole process becomes a mess. We could assign these addresses manually. I mean, it's only two PCs, so it wouldn't be a big problem. But imagine if you had hundreds of PCs. Yeah, we don't want to be doing that. So how does DHCP sort this out? Each computer will run a DHCP client, and this will allow the computer to ask for an IP address. Somewhere on the network, there will be a DHCP server. This is where the IP addresses are managed. DHCP servers can be run on routers or servers. At home, it's most likely built into your router or your router. But in an enterprise network, it's likely handled by a server. So when you turn your PC on, if it doesn't have an IP address, it looks for a DHCP server. It just shouts out to everyone, hoping that somewhere on the network there's a DHCP server. This is a broadcast message. All of the other devices get this message, they look at it, and they drop it. This is step 1, called DHCP Discover. Step 2, DHCPOffer. When the DHCP server gets the message, it says, cool brah, I've got some IP addresses. How about this one? It then sends the offer to the host. If more than one offer is given, the host will choose the first one it receives. Step 3, the DHCP request. The host says, awesome, I'll take it, and sends the request to the DHCP server. Step 4, the DHCP acknowledgement. The DHCP sends the IP address to the host along with the subnet mask, the default gateway, and the DNS server. The DHCP server keeps a record of all the leased IP addresses and their leased times. When the DHCP server gives out an address, it gives it a lease time. The lease time is a time period where the host will need to renew its IP address. Otherwise, it will return back to the available pool of addresses ready to be dished out to other hosts. This stops IP addresses from being wasted anytime you throw a computer out or if you unplug it or turn it off. Okay, so some study notes. The most important thing to remember here is this is a general overview of how DHCP server works. Different vendors and different DHCP settings and scenarios can slightly change these specifics, but the overall concept remains the same. So the 4 steps is DHCP Discover, looks for DHCP server. DHCP Offer, the DHCP server offers an address to the host. DHCP Request, the host requests to lease that address. DHCP Acknowledgements, the DHCP server sends the IP address to the host. DHCP server uses UDP ports. The client will use port 68 and the server will use port 67. Again guys, life without a DHCP isn't worth thinking about. Pretty much everyone uses it without giving it a second thought. I hope you guys have found this short tutorial informative. If you have, please give it a like, it helps me out a lot. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.
If you love me, let me know. If you don't, then let me